Hey y'all, Bill the How-To Guy here. Feel free to subscribe at youtube.com/Bill the How-To Guy because Bill will show you how to. Hey y'all, Bill the How-To Guy here. And now if you've never been on a cruise vacation, maybe you have been, it's a really fantastic and relaxing experience. Well, it can be until you get off the ship and you look at your bill, because they give you the bill at the end of the cruise, and all of those drinks and things that you purchase on the ship, they add up, and it can get to be extremely expensive, if not more expensive than the cruise ship tickets themselves. But there's ways to work around this. Now, one of the biggest things on a cruise that causes people to spend more money is the lack of planning ahead. Now, if you plan to have some drinks on a cruise, one thing you definitely want to do ahead of time is consider, and I'm speaking to Carnival Cruise Line here because I've had direct experience with them, but with Carnival, for example, they do have a drink package. Now, if you're a really heavy drinker, maybe that could be a somewhat good deal. But there's even a better deal that a lot of people don't know about with Carnival, and it's called Carnival Bon Voyage. And basically what Bon Voyage means is that you call ahead, and you can't do this once you get on the ship, but you call ahead prior to your cruise. I did it a few months in advance, and you can order the bottle or bottles of liquor of your choice and have them sent to your stateroom. So when you get on the cruise ship, your liquor is going to be in there. And it's a really great service, and it is a little bit more expensive than a liquor store, but then again, it is a heck of a lot cheaper than buying those $5 to $10 drinks on the cruise ship. So that's going to save you money. Not only will it save you money, but you'll know going into the cruise how much you spent on liquor. So that's already taken care of. There's no surprises. The other thing, and again, all of these comments are going to be centered around Carnival because that's the cruise line I've had experience with on a few cruises. But the next thing is to bring aboard Coke. So do you want to mix your liquor with Coke, Sprite, whatever? You can bring it on. We took a total of 24 cans on. And sure, we didn't always mix it with liquor, but that's another thing on a cruise ship. If you don't, the soft drinks, your Coke, your Sprite, etc., they're not included. You can buy soda packages, is what they call it, but it's not included. So bring it on, save yourself some money. Bring you some bottled water. Well, you don't really have to bring bottled water because bottled water is on the cruise, and then also juices. So, you know, that's something that is included. And, of course, your food on the cruise ship's included. So, with that being the case, what else can really cause someone to spend more than they would have liked to have spent when they go on this cruise? Shore excursions. When you get on that ship, if you realize, oh, you know what, when I get to these destinations, what am I going to do? Because with a cruise, you're only in port for X amount of hours. Now, there are exceptions like Bermuda where you're there exclusively for a few days. But for the most part, you've only got a few hours in port, and if you didn't plan ahead, you're not going to have anything awesome to do while in port on that time frame. So plan those shore excursions ahead, whether you book them through the cruise line itself or you get on sites such as TripAdvisor.com and find reputable shore excursions in whatever destination that are cruise ship friendly. Go ahead and book that in advance. That way you already know what you spent for your shore excursion, and you've already got it lined up, so you won't have to be in a fight with others when you get on the cruise ship to find out that, you know, shore excursion XYZ is already full, and then you're going to end up spending more for a greater shore excursion. So do that in advance. And the other thing is any type of item that you know you're going to use on the cruise. Suntan lotion, maybe you might get a headache, you know, take your Tylenol or whatever you may need on there. Chapstick, sunglasses, flip-flops, all of that kind of stuff. Make a list several months in advance. Make a list and continue scrutinizing that list as you plan for your trip. Camera memory cards, camera chargers, laptop, anything that you might forget. If you're going to buy it when you're on that cruise, they're going to charge a premium because they anticipate that people will forget those necessity items. So, excuse me. So do all of this planning, and it's not planning in a way to where it's like, you know, a cruise is going to be such a hassle to do. No, a cruise is very relaxing and it's great. And if you do all of this ahead of time, you do your due diligence ahead of time. When you get on that cruise, you're like, well, I spent X dollars for this cruise and for my, my friend that's going with me. And if I spend anything else, it's going to be souvenirs and stuff while in port. So it really gives you that relaxing feel while you're on the vacation, instead of like, well, I would drink another drink, but I don't want my bill to go up by another $10 kind of thing. And that can really dampen the mood on the cruise if you're sitting there and nickel and diming yourself throughout the cruise. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out my other videos and subscribe as well. It's youtube.com/Bill the How To Guy. Y'all have a good day.